Hello, I'm Angelus Demonus. Imagine this scenario. You just unlocked Eureka Orthos. You try to queue into a match party for floor 1 to 10, but it never fills for hours. Maybe you've heard of people soloing a Deep Dungeon before, so you think, I wonder if I can solo floors 1 to 10 of Eureka Orthos. On this video, I will discuss that very topic. I did a project where I took all 21 jobs into floor 1 to 10 to see if they can get past the floor 10 boss. And what is extremely important about this project is we started every single job with 0 ether pool, and we had no starting Eureka or regen potions. Why specifically floor 10 and not say floor 20 or floor 30? My logic here is if you are able to clear floor 10, at bare minimum you will at least allow yourself to level your arm and armor, so you could get stronger going into floor 11 to 30 if those floors are giving you an issue. Also from personal experience, I had no trouble clearing up to floor 30 provided I was able to clear floor 10 as a start even at 0 arm and armor. Straight away, I will tell you that all 21 jobs have no problems getting through floors 1 to 9, but the floor 10 boss was the major issue. Having no Eureka or regen potions is probably the biggest concern certain jobs will have. If you just unlock the content and are completely fresh to Eureka Orthos, you will not have any regen potions to your name, so clearing the first 10 floors can be quite challenging if not impossible depending on what job you are using. One important detail I'd like to point out about clearing floors 1 to 10 is that you cannot increase and save your ether pool unless you clear floor 10. If you die before clearing floor 10, your ether pool resets to what it was before you started floor 1. Which basically means you will make 0 progress in Eureka Orthos. So if you are attempting this solo, your only course of action is to get into a match party or find friends to help you get to the higher floors of EO, or take specific jobs that can get through. I wanted to help do the legwork into seeing which of the 21 jobs can clear floor 10, and which cannot, and get it all on video for everyone to see. I had followed a set criteria to try to make a standard for this project on all jobs. I had tried to get to level 86 for a majority of the jobs. We always made sure to have a Protomander of Strength and Steel on floor 10. While it could be possible to pick up an Orthos fragment, the item needed to obtain a Eureka or regen potion, then re-enter floor 1 to 10 with regen potions, we attempted this assuming a gamer had 0. Even if we picked up a demiclone of Une, the healer demiclone, we did not factor it into this project. The chances of obtaining her are very low, and I believe it cannot be realistically suggested as a viable strategy. You could go multiple runs and never see Une. If you do get an Une, however, any job will be able to clear floor 10 no problem. Although I used the ether pool I picked up along the way, it didn't seem to make too much of a difference, so it wasn't a major factor. I purposely died on floor 10 if I got close to beating the floor 10 boss on all jobs, so I can reset my ether pool back to 0. I figured if I got the boss to under 5 to 10%, it would be assumed you can finish it off. What was the result of this project? Note that on the back end of this video, you can watch all 21 jobs against the floor 10 boss. Some have multiple attempts because we tried on a variety of levels. I recommend checking the timestamps for quick access to each job. With that said, this is what I found out. All 3 physical ranged, as well as Black Mage and Pictomancer, will not be able to clear the floor 10 boss. It also did not seem to make a difference if you were a higher level, such as 88 or above, or not. These 5 jobs lacked enough self-sustain to survive the constant damage from the boss. I can't imagine gamers feeling Black Mage and Pictomancer being an obvious no-go. Physical range, even with their kiting uptime, did not mitigate enough damage for your Hyper Potion and or Second Wind to cycle back in time. The boss's proximity attack chunks too much away from you too quickly to recover your HP fast enough. Red Mage and Summoner, although being casters like Black Mage and Pictomancer, had no problems on the floor 10 boss. The self-healing on both jobs were more than enough to make the encounter comfortable. Summoner's Shield is a handy tool for survival, but it was their Phoenix Summon and Rekindle ability that proved to be very potent in healing yourself out of danger. Their Cure is more than enough to keep any red mages alive during this boss encounter. All melee will clear floor 10 with a variance of difficulty. Ninja, Dragoon, Viper, and Monk will get their clear if you are around level 88 or above because of the extra skills and level difference versus level 86 or 85. The higher level also helped a lot with your Bloodbath return. The 4 aforementioned jobs of Ninja, Dragoon, Viper, and Monk did benefit greatly on kiting, and there may be a variance of success depending on your ability and skill to play the job. For example, someone unfamiliar with either of these jobs may have a more difficult time clearing floor 10 even at 88, while someone who considers themselves an expert at either of the job or solo content may drag out the fight long enough for your cooldowns to cycle back just enough to maintain survival. I highly recommend checking my attempts at the back end of this video to get a perspective at what these 4 melee look like. Reaper and Samurai are the 2 exceptions where they will have a much easier time than the previous 4 jobs, and this is all because of their defensive cooldowns. Reaper's Arcane Crest provides both a regen and a 10% shield at a 30-second recast, and it's very easy to break the shield against the floor 10 boss to trigger the regen. Samurai's Tengetsu carried super hard with a 15-second recast, a 10% mitigation, and a 9-second regen, and timing it to trigger is not too bad. While kiting was not necessary on Samurai, I did do a bit of kiting on Reaper to help me buy time for some of my cooldowns to come back up. But generally, Reaper specifically did feel much better against the floor 10 boss versus the other 4 melees mentioned earlier. To probably no one's surprise, all 4 tanks and all 4 healers cleared floor 10 without a sweat. There was enough mitigation, self-heals, so forth to keep yourself up. It may take a longer time versus the DPS, but at least you don't die on the boss. What I hope you take away from this video are some realistic showcases of what Eureka Orthos solo looks like from the moment you unlock the content and go right in as a solo gamer. I would definitely feel bad if someone looks at Eureka Orthos and feels like it's content they just can't do because either no one is around to help, or soloing looks too difficult, or impractical, or is generally unsure of what the solo experience looks like as a 0-0 arm-in-arm gamer. While Deep Dungeon soloing is a difficult challenge in all forms, I will always aim to present the content as approachable and viable as I can to anyone and everyone who wishes to try out the content, and I hope I achieved that in this video. If you have any questions concerning this project, please leave them in the comments below. I would also love to hear anyone's stories and attempts, as it will also help me get a further understanding of the topic at hand. I wish you the best of luck, and if you use this video to help you get into Eureka Orthos for the first time, I hope you enjoy the rest of it. Okay, here we are. Thank you, Velvet, I appreciate you. Okay, so first heal is a Hyper Potion, second heal is my Bloodbath, and then we Riddle. And then we pray after that. That's what we're gonna do. I did hit 86, by the way. I just realized that. So I might have thrown this, but whatever. We'll just do it. I have a lot of faith in this one. Okay, Bloodbath is now down. Although I'm getting back to my hyper potion. I don't have anything else after this. Mantra is coming back soon, and as is my Bloodbath. I'm pretty sure I die here. Oh, maybe not. Lasted a little bit longer than Ninja and Bard. Maybe 86 would have been a thing. My second win is coming up. Actually, didn't take damage there. Man, if I only can survive another 10 seconds. Because my Earth's Reply is coming up. This is interesting, actually. I'm interested in Monk. I want to redo Monk. This warrants me to redo this job. Because basically what I'm thinking of now, what if I get closer to 90? What if I get closer to 90? And have higher defense and everything? Because that was a lot better than Bard and Ninja did. Like, I felt Bard and Ninja just had no chance. 88 is the difference on this fight. It actually kind of sucks I only have one strength. Full heal from that, which is nice. Now I have Earth's Reply, that's the only thing left for my heal. Gotta survive basically 90 seconds till that thing comes back. So I'm gonna take a big damage hit here with the AoE. What if I just riddle on it? I have my burst coming up. I'm gonna hold the burst for the after the hit, because I'll disengage after this. My feint was up and I didn't use it. Earth Supply is coming back up. I have no potion though. I have double feint. Oh, my Earth Supply is not coming back in time. Shit. Okay, I'm gonna say that this was possible. Even though it's gonna be a little tight here, and I'm gonna die probably at 1%, but I'm not intending to kill it, I would say that's actually possible. It's just... it asks a lot from you. Like, there was a lot of kiting and a lot of playing there, and I didn't want to really kill it because I want to retain to be able to keep doing the challenge, but I would say Monk can pull it off, just gotta be a higher level. I think it's more about the 88 more than really the arm and armor stuff, but... damn. Yeah, like in terms of like possible, I think Monk could do it. It's just... like I would not see... if I took the same effort into... if I took the same effort into Bard and Ninja, I don't think you get the same result. In my opinion. Like, I don't think the level gap and everything will make up for it, but because Monk has Earth Supply and Mantra, I think it's making up for that difference, so we'll see on this one. I might actually redo the shop if it's really close. Okay, let's go. Wish me luck. That shield might line up with the tank buster. Let's see. I think I overused my bloodbath there though. Oops, I'm typing by accident. I did not break the shield. Okay, so that's a little troublesome that I didn't break the shield there. Because now I'm not gonna have anything for this. I think I hold the shield for the big hit. Oh, I can use it now. Is it gonna come up on the other one? Okay, I broke the shield there. If I have it for the burst, then I can't have it again. My bloodbath is coming up, so this is actually looking kind of decent in a way. Gonna hold for bloodbath. I should have held my burst though. Maybe not so decent anymore. I don't have Death's Design on. This might be in the category of Monk, where like, maybe if we pushed a little harder and a little higher, it can do it. That's what I'm thinking right now. But it also is very reliant on me getting that shield. Because if I don't get the shield, then I'm kind of screwed. That shield is huge. I have Bloodbath in 20 seconds. I don't... I could shield now, but like, I'm not gonna get anything out of it. Bloodbath's gone. Man, this is close. My god, this is close. But the thing is, it's like the alignment with my freaking thing is just not great. If I could have this shield up like correctly, maybe, but also this kiting is also helping quite a lot. Like, the kiting is huge. Potion. Wow, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna straight up say Reaper can do it. Because, like, we're at 10%, I made my HP completely back by just, like, waiting and kiting. Okay, that's awesome. Yeah, let's say Reaper can pull it off. It just takes a lot of kiting, though. But I would say that's very possible, you know? Damn, okay, cool. So Reaper is good. It's just... like, Samurai was a lot better in that department because you can just kind of go straight up. But if you consider the kiting that we did like that, then it could do it. So, and yeah, and I'm 85. That's a big point too, is that I am missing that extra level, which could help a little bit. So 85 would make it even better, probably. I'm sorry, 86 would make it even better. Okay, I'm gonna re-up the Strength and Steel. I just hope I can play a good Samurai. But you guys can judge it. If I play a shit Samurai, you probably can adjust after that. Nice start. Oh, I didn't even do the first... Oh, there we go. I got it. It looks very possible at the moment. Haven't really needed my hype potion yet. Well, we'll see. Now we're kind of getting into a little bit more of the I'm gonna hyper. Really mitigated the big hit earlier. I gotta time that better. Oh, you know what I'm not doing? Higabana. I kind of forgot about Higabana. Did I do that too soon? No. Second wind went out. I have no other heal. My bloodbath is cycling back, though. Heal back on the bloodbath. Thank you for that follow, I appreciate it. This is a really bad rotation, but it's fine. My hyper is back. We're cycling pretty good here with our heals. I just have to make sure I don't accidentally kill it if we get there. That would be actually really annoying if I kill it. We have to purposely die sub 10. Have a nice rotation now with the third eye, which I don't remember what the actual name is anymore. I would definitely say it's possible. My bloodbath is cycling back again. Samurai can do it. That's awesome. Well, current Samurai can do it, at least. Yeah, that's extremely convincing that it could pull it off. Oh, I did it again. Alright, Samurai could do it. That's sick. Yeah, I mean the biggest difference was the new third eye, the new heal. That's definitely the biggest difference on that. Like compared to what Ninja and Bard had. That's so good. Oh, hold on, Bloodbath's coming up. Oh, yeah, that'd be nice to have Strength and Steel on. The problem is going to be the tank, the big raid wide. That's going to be the bigger issue too. I haven't used my second win yet though. Ew. Let me get this off. I don't think I cycle my HP enough even— oh, that's bad. That's not gonna help. I'd have to bloodbath now because of that. I think I definitely caused the problem here, but... I don't think it really matters even with that hit. I mean, yeah, I have vulnerability up, but how much longer was I gonna live, right? I think I was gonna eventually die at some point because I was gonna be at half HP by the time the bloodbath came off. There's no way I survived this coming up hit anyway. Yeah, I mean, even though we made that small mistake, I don't really think it's gonna matter. Rip the believers. Oh, dude, I didn't even get to the thing. You think it's possible to push 90? I think it's possible to push 90, but I don't think it's practical, nor do I think it's gonna make a difference, especially with a job like this, though. I think I still consider kiting when it's on the down phase. I still bloodbath when the first big tank buster comes in. But that's about it. Let's try it. Strength. Steel. You awake, dude? I bought some time there. I really should be hitting it on that phase though, maybe. I'm not sure. I kind of messed up my damn thing. Bloodbath is coming back up, so I'm gonna hold on to some of my damage here. It seems a lot more viable, not gonna lie. But I think I'm in the same situation here where my HP is just low. I take a lot less damage though, with the higher level. We definitely did a lot better. I don't have second wind or potion coming up though. None of them are available. I'm gonna stay away for this boss. My bloodbath will come back. Well, I'd have to use it like right away. I dodged. Ew. Oh, I didn't faint. Damn it. Well, in this case, I would probably say it's possible. I don't know, like, if 88's enough? Or if it's the difference of getting 89? But that kind of changes it a little bit, right? Like, now it's like, do I consider Ninja and Dragoon that are going to make the difference? Even the jobs that are gonna fail, do I consider that 88, 89 is actually gonna be a difference? But I would say, realistic. 89's not realistic. 88's realistic though, right? Yeah, I don't think the armor's that. I mean, like we were mentioning earlier, I don't think the armor is too much of a deal. It really just comes down to like its ability to do this thing. Fresh steel, fresh strength. Okay, I'm gonna hold on to my buff here and burn the bloodbath, like, maybe on the second rotation. Potion went out. Oh, I didn't faint. Oops. I mean, that's a problem. Heal back from the bloodbath is impressive, as I thought it would be. So I think what I want to do is like buy time for that thing to definitely come back. If it wasn't ready. Like, that's gonna carry me as the bloodbath. But I'd have to buy 90 seconds for that to happen. I have second wind. I'm gonna faint here. Gonna let him try to get to me so I can buy some time. Okay, I'm gonna hold on to my lance charge and my other buff. And can do the jump though. I may want to wait for the tank, for the big damage to come out before I actually use my thingy. Well, no, that's gonna come up anyway. This is gonna hurt. Dude, I don't even know if I survived this big hit. Yeah, I don't know. This is gonna be too much. My hyper is coming up. My bloodbath's about to drop. I didn't heal as much as I wanted to from that bloodbath, which wasn't even half. So I don't know if I last any longer than this, even with some kiting. 50% though. This is a little bit better than some of the Ninja and Bard and Dancer. Maybe, maybe. It's like a big maybe. 30 seconds to survive for any heal coming back. Yeah, I don't know about that, guys. Help! Send help! Maybe I get lucky with my potion coming back up? Oh, well that's probably not happening. Nah. Yeah, I don't think Dragoons, even like if you get it to 88, maybe the Lance Shards would have been good. I think that's just too much XP to cut through. It made it just a little bit better than like Ninja, Bar, etc. But even with extra kiting and like the Bloodbath return was exceptionally good. It just wasn't enough. I'm gonna put Dragoon in the failed department. It's like if it just had enough time to get back up there, but I was 20 seconds short. Again, take this with a grain of salt, right? You saw my gameplay, maybe like you're looking at it and you're like, well, actually, I think I can do better. That's fair. Like, please, by all means, like showcase to me that it could be better. But we're at least doing the preliminary testing here, but I would think that's a little too much to cut through. So that's Dragoon in the list. Definitely putting that as a no-go on the failed. Just loot Une. Yeah, just loot Une. Yeah. Shank, steal. Pray for me. I'll use a potion on the first volley here. Maybe take one more hit and then go. Okay, potion. Bloodbath? I'm not sorry, not bloodbath, paint. Gold burst healed me back. Hit the wrong button. GG. I'm gonna run here for a little bit. We're fighting. To try to hope that we'll try to buy time for the bloodbath to come back in. Second win and potion are coming back. Potion 1. Oh, I hit the wrong button. It looks like I'm having a good time here. If I can make it without the without the second one, maybe? What is this pattern? I might have to second win, but I'm gonna second win now, actually. That was a big hit on that heal. Bloodbath is down again. Potion is ready. At 50% if HP is full. Gonna kite here to kind of buy some time. Gonna heal now. Gonna stay away because Bloodbath is gonna come back up again. Oh, that's... okay. Everything's fine, no big deal. Now, second wind might come back in time here. I really wanted to come back in time. Faint. That's a full heal. Okay, holding. My super potion, my hyper potion is available here. So far, so decent. I don't know if I want to cut through there. I think I could actually make it through there, but that would have been real tight. Gonna heal after the tank buster. This is a little spicy. I'd have to Bloodbath when it comes up in this case. Maybe. Might be able to be okay. In this case, I might actually, I think I'll be okay, because I don't think I take damage here. Getting distance. Nice. I would say this is possible. Like, I don't know if I'll say it's like, it's succeeded, but this is viable if I'm like doing all the kiting. Because if I stay up close on this boss, I think I take too much damage. So the kiting is necessary to buy that time. But I would say this is a change. I mean, it looks like having 88 is kind of a big difference. So now we have to do it on, Ninja. So Ninja has to happen now. Because then Ninja, what I would be doing is doing a lot more Sakuchi kiting. So did the same thing. What do you remember what level you are, the Spooner? Because I tried it on 85. Was it 85 or 86? I wasn't successful in 85, but I was successful at 89. Fresh Strength and Steel. Lethargy, because obviously it works. He didn't care. He like literally didn't care. All my cooldowns up. I have 12 hyper potions, by the way. I am messing up my rotation. I'm much of a rotation by now, I'm just hitting buttons. This is where it's gonna get dicey because a lot of my cooldowns are gone. My bloodbath's coming up though. I should be fainting. That's not what I'm doing. Fainting would be really good. I should feint the big wound. I'm probably gonna die on the. I have my shade shift available really soon, but I'm dead on the next thing. Rip. I didn't even get it to halfway, man. I don't even know if like fainting would have been enough on Ninja. That sucks. Like, I don't even know what could be possible here to do. I mean, my rotation was trash, but you would want to think that if you got closer to it, then it would be possible. Even if I fainted on the big hits, I don't know if that would have been enough mitigation. Can Ninja clear at 88? Can it kill floor 10? No arm and armor. Well, we have a little bit arm and armor. No sustaining potions. Can do it at 88. And she got a melee hit on that, really? Okay, it's gonna be gone. I didn't do trick though, I forgot. What? I'm lagging? Oh my god, I'm lagging. Okay, that's lag. Oh, come on, dude. You gotta be kidding me. I do have a re-raise up though. I'm lagging so hard right now. Yeah, that's good thing wait, I can't die here. I can't die here. If I'm gonna die, I gotta die here. Okay. Holy lag. Okay then. I guess I can test to see if the like that's not my connection this time. Like the stream looks fine to me. What else could I use that would be like a lag tester on this job? That? No, I could Sakuchi, right? Hoping it settles for a second. That would really suck if I lag out on this one. I spent so much time. Yeah, at least give me like a clean like 10 minutes here. Come on. Oh, like 6 minutes. That's all I have. I only have 6 minutes. I only get one. I can't even wait any longer. I have to launch because I don't have time to like wait. Okay, it looks like it's settled. That was really weird. I'm just gonna have to hope that it works, because I mean, we're at the time that I may time out, so let's try it again. Good thing I had racing on, holy moly. Okay, let's just hope it doesn't lag again. Oh, I could have done the other button, but I didn't do it. But... okay, we're gonna do... oh, I keep forgetting faint. Not as good of a start as I had earlier, though. Come on. I'm gonna potion here. I'm gonna Shade Shift also. Wow, it actually broke Shade Shift? Really? What a champ. I'm gonna have to heal at some point. Oops, I second win. I didn't mean to actually second win right there, but I guess I'll do it. Bloodbath's gonna come back up to here. I think I could make it through. I mean, my HP is kind of okay if I maintain the cycling here. And it's gonna be, like, really slow. But I probably would say this is probably doable, considering. I don't have any heals, but I do have Shade Shift actually coming back here. Oh, I don't have any damage here. I can survive the next hit because my thingy, my heals are coming back here. All of them are coming back actually. But the Bloodbath return is kind of poor. But the kiting is kind of working here. I would say I can probably do it at 88. I mean, I'm going to time out. May as well just kind of hang here. I mean, I'm going to take a pretty big hit, though, because I'm going to have to melee, but I think I could survive long enough to make it through. In terms of, like, overall survival, it's very similar to, like, Dragoon in terms of the cycling and everything. I missed. I'm gonna time out, but I would say Ninja could probably do it. You just need a little bit more time, though. Yeah, but I would say, yeah. I think all the melee can pull it off at 88, but you gotta be 88 for Ninja. Or rather, you gotta be 88 for melee. I mean, would you guys agree that at least that seemed doable? Yeah? I mean, time kind of sucked, but it really shouldn't be a problem. Shankton Steel, which we saved. Shoot! Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Oh, whoops, wrong one. I'm also too far. Man, that does as much as my Hyper Potion. Yikes. Oh! Went too far. It's alright, we're just showcasing what Red Beast could do, no big deal. Yo, we're doing Orthos today. Wiped at 70 every time, oh no. Gunbreaker just takes 2 ages. That's why I recommend having a Demi. Like, I do Demi starting at the freaking 60, let alone 70. The boss at 70 is definitely very beefy. But hey, I mean, if you had a lot of time, then you would definitely go for it. But I definitely do a Demi on those bosses. Starting at 60. Yeah. And the Demis are pretty common. Assuming you're getting to Silver Chest, they can be pretty common. That's why it's like, it's acceptable to use Demis. Whereas like, I wouldn't suggest doing like a Dread, you know, to like speed up the boss by 3 minutes. Because the Dreads are so much more rare. If that makes sense. Yeah. Okay, good. Oh man! It's okay, I have NA ping, it's not a big deal. My Vercure is just as much as the raid wide if I take minimal damage. You just going for a clear for all jobs? Hey Todd. What we're doing is we're trying to see what jobs can clear 1 to 10. Of all 21 jobs. We have done Ninja, which failed. We did White Mage, which succeeded. We did Bard, which failed. And we're kind of alternating between jobs we think are good and jobs we don't think are good. So, what do you call it? Red Mage was next in the list. And fully capable, I believe. Like, I didn't have any doubt Red Mage can pull it off, but just for the sake of, like, showcasing it, getting on video and all that stuff. Sus. We're gonna do Samurai next. So Samurai is coming up after this. And then Dark Knight might be the finisher for the night. Todd, how you doing, man? Good to see you, dude. So in this case, also what we're doing is because we're starting at 0-0 arm and armor, I'm basically gonna get this enemy to sub 10% and then intentionally die, so that we don't save the arm and armor that we picked up on the run. Now, like, could you already assume, like, oh, this is fine, you'll be fine? Yeah, yeah, I mean, I could just end now, but I mean, you know. I think 10% is fair enough, just under 10%. Enough of a demonstration, especially, like, if we do a video on this, and I were to clip out and kind of shortcut it, if you see the boss at 10%, that's probably a lot more convincing than doing it, like, I don't know, 30, you know? Alright, that's it. So 7.8%, pretty safe to say we're clearing this on Red Mage. No, I wanted the G pose. Okay, Red Mage good. 5 out of 5. If I had Une, this would be a non-challenge. Like, it's whatever. I can just, like, you know, play half, like, with one eye open, be fine. But we're not utilizing her, and we're going to see if Summoner on its own can pull this off. I'm going to take out the Stone Skin as well. So, Strength Steel. Let's see how this goes. I probably want to open with a shield right away. Oh, you know what we can do? Maybe, is I pull when the shield is at 10 seconds. To mitigate some damage that way, maybe? That might be a good idea. 15, maybe. Okay. I should have opened with Sprint, though. Oh, I have the new button. Wait. Paddle. Potion. Shield. Phoenix is coming up soon, and I probably want to use that right away. Oh, that regen is nice. Yeah, I need to be up close. My potion came back up here. Now I'm just chilling on the potion at the moment. Okay, that's kind of nice so far. And I would have Phoenix coming back up. Maybe possible we don't need the other shield. We're talking about my my hyper potion here. Definitely gonna use the hyper potion once we take the thing, but I'm gonna do Addle as well. My shield is coming back up again. Phoenix is gonna come back up again soon. Might give me a full heal, possibly. Certainly way lower than Ninja, Bard, so on and so forth at the moment. Shield. Phoenix. Wow, oh yeah, that Phoenix is so good! Yeah, I think Summoner doesn't need that second shield. This looks really a lot better than I thought it was going to be, honestly. My potion is coming back here, but this is gonna get a little dangerous at the moment unless I maintain kiting. I'm gonna definitely pop the shield soon. Okay. Bahamut phase is coming in without too much additional here. I may hold on to the shield until, well, I could use it right away actually because it'll break. 30-second duration. Addle's back up. Bahamut's up. This could be a little treacherous here because I'm gonna have to take this. My shield is still up though. But I think I pull it off. I want to make sure I don't accidentally kill it. Okay, I'm gonna say that this is possible. Again, a lot better than I thought it was going to be. So we'll take the intentional death. But yeah, I don't need 88 on Summoner. That's actually really cool. Damn. We're putting Summoner in the definite clear for that. Yeah, so if you're a Summoner, you can probably do this even without that. That second shield will be huge. But you don't have to go so far as to doing that. Damn. I did not think Phoenix would be that potent. Okay, let's see what we can do about this boss, shall we? Oh, okay, thank God. Jesus help. I don't know what button I had available, by the way. Potioning. I'm gonna take a lot of damage on this next one, and I have nothing to protect me for. Yeah, I don't have a lot of confidence on this, guys. Not when the boss is gonna stay right on top of me for this too. That's why I don't think Pictomancer is gonna have a good chance here either. This is probably the worst of the jobs that I've done so far, to be honest. Help! Help! Actually, I might get a potion up. Eyo! Get it, we got a potion up. I'm gonna die on this one right here. Oh, I didn't quite die! Oh. That's Was it like 53%? Okay, fresh strength, fresh steel. Okay, pray for me. How do I want to open with this? Let's do the Velvet Trap. Nailed it. Oh, well, my bad. Also, I did have that opening stone scan, but it's fine. That's what I get for playing top down. I didn't addle. It ain't looking good though, not gonna lie. My coat might be up for the next raid wide though, that's nice. I do have a chance to try this one more time. I did take that hit though. Oh, it's not available. Shoot. I'd have to use it a little earlier. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I don't survive this next one. I mean, my code's just not gonna come up. I'll try one more time. I just don't know what I'm gonna do differently. What's the duration on the coat? Coat's 10 seconds. But even then, even if I use it early, it doesn't quite matter because it's not gonna come back up in time. I won't have it for the attack. At least at some point, it's gonna cycle back again. Try one more time. Okay, weakness is gone. Try again. Wait, it didn't break? Okay, whoa, it didn't break. That would have been really awkward, because I was really relying on that thing breaking. Pushing? It's not going to come back in time. I mean, at some point it's going to drift out. Okay, it broke there, but man, I do not have enough here. Yeah, I don't really think this... Even with the higher level, I don't think this is gonna be viable. Even with some kiting... They're just taking too much, and I don't have a lot to get it all back. Addle's back up again. Shield is not going to be available. Yeah, I don't think we're... Oh, the shield! Oh, now it's not gonna break. So I can survive for 20 seconds, right? We can make it 20 seconds, I just get a potion back, we're okay? Negative. Yeah... So that is a hard no, even with the level difference, so it's not necessarily the level difference there. But, yeah, that's a hard no. Alright, let's see how this goes. I'll have 5. I'm not having a lot of faith. My HP's so low already. I can't keep him off me, too. My Hyper Potion isn't coming back up for the second one. I don't take damage on this part, but I'm gonna take way too much damage on the thing. Looks like I might survive just as long as I did on Ninja. I'm not even gonna get back to my second win. And this is about what Ninja died to. Belong. Bloodbath maybe lasts a little bit longer, kinda, but... Goodbye, cruel world. No way. Okay, toss water out the window. That was like... That was just the same as, like, Ninja. Prediction. Wow, 4%, let's go. Choose outcome. No. Complete prediction. Ripperoonie. Just need a dread for it. Yeah, you know, funny. Yeah, with the dread, we got just about... True. Yeah, okay. I didn't see the final HP there, but... Yeah. Low arm and armor, but it really doesn't matter. Okay, let's see how this goes. I'm gonna re-up the strength and steel here. I have a dread, but we'll leave it alone. Let's open with... Maybe I can open with... No, do I really want to open with the shield, though? Maybe? Have an actual opener here. I'm gonna save my Samba for the big hit coming in. Okay, HP is starting to fade on me. Gonna have the second win at some point too. I have nothing else other than second win. I'm gonna use it now. Gonna take a lot of damage on the next nuke here. Potions in 30 seconds, nothing else is available, although my other channeling ability is available really soon. I guess I get a couple here. Yeah, I don't really think. Taking too much damage. I have to move after this hit, I think. HP kind of came back a little bit there. I don't think I make back this HP now. So it's actually surviving as long as Bard did, which is roughly 50% on that thing. Even with the dashes, I'm not really getting much distance out of this thing. I have a second win coming, but I don't think I survived the next big hit. I have actually my potions coming back too. I think I die in this next one coming up though. I don't make it back enough. Well, I guess it doesn't help when I stand on AoE, but yeah. This is farther than Bard? That's true. Yeah, that's true. Bard did have the dread up, you're right. Strength. Oh, let me wait for sprints. I want to open sprints. Yeah, I'm a doubter too. I'm not either. It's just, you know, we'll give it a shot here. So, I think I open with... Do you guys think I should open with Dismantle or open with Tactician on the Tank Buster? On the Raid Wide? What do you guys think? I'm thinking I do Dismantle, right? Or do I do Tactician so it comes up again? Not that I'll last that long. Or I compile them together. No, I can't compile them together because they gotta come up. Cool. Be nice if I actually targeted the enemy. Oh god. Second wind's already out. Man, I don't have any place to go. God damn it. I should probably try to position this a little better. Okay, that's good fighting. If my potion comes back up, which it won't, but I think I'm gonna slowly die out here. Yeah, this is where it gets iffy. No, I gotta hold. Potion might come back, but it's getting real iffy now. I don't survive the next thing unless my second one happens to come back. My tactician comes back. Jesus, really? Looks like it dies the same. I mean, I got to about 50% on Bard and Dancer. I'm just gonna make it to the same amount even with 88. That's interesting. Considering the difference in melee, how much of a melee it made the difference on, you know? I think I did that early. No, I didn't do it early. I could have done it earlier, but I did it early. Oh, I'm still alive. I certainly die here, though. I have no heal coming up. RIP. Yeah, that's a no-go. I would say Fizz Range are dead no matter what it is. Even with the cooldown reduction on it, that's a no-go. Okay, Strength Steel. I'm thinking I TBN on the Tank Buster, on the Raid Wide. That's what I'm thinking. We can save Abyssal. As I don't save Abyssal. Okay, well, we caused the problem. Fine. We're doing a pretty good job here, though. Okay, so it's not gonna break TBN. We're also maintaining our HP pretty well here, without any additional bits to it. Honestly, I thought this would be a little bit more threatening, but it's looking pretty good at the moment. Even with the vulnerability that I took, too. I keep forgetting Living Shadow. God damn it. Alright, get out there. Do your thing. Use the potion there. Ugh. God damn, can I stop doing, like, that? I'm gonna skew the results. My potion is cycling back here. I think I can maintain this. Yeah. That probably maintains pretty well in terms of the healing. Oh my god, this is taking so long. I just looked at the HP value of this boss. I'm like, oh. Huh. I love this. I can hit a button, Jesus. Halfway done. I hate how I'm gonna mess this up really bad. God, I wasn't even paying attention. I hate how TBN is so useless here. Kind of pisses me off. I need to put Living Shadow on a better button that I can actually see. Because this is really bad that I just don't see this button available for me. I mean, granted, even if I go too low, I can just trigger Living Dead and probably make it back that way too. So even if we're slowly dying, we can Living Dead out of it. I think I'm making my HP back here. After I hit those two, the double vulnerability down. Yeah, HP is going back positive now. Whoops. Oh look, I can use Living Shadow because I have it on a button I can actually see. Potion. Alright, we made it to 10%, so we should be good here. I'm pretty confident we probably will clear this, so that means Dark Knight can do it. No problem. Alright, so we're good on Dark Knight. Now Summoner! And cool to see, I played Dark Knight, still new to the game, about a month I started. Nice! Dark Knight is, you know, I don't spend enough time on Dark Knight, to be fair. I do kind of like Dark Knight. I kind of like some of the other jobs a little bit more, but Dark Knight is a fun job, especially in this... Alright, let's see if Gunbreaker can do it. Pretty sure it can, but only one way to really find out. Ready to blast. Ready to launch. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're fine. I don't think there's any issue at all for Gunbreaker. Alright, Gunbreaker's clear. Okay, so now I will need from you guys, while we're doing this boss, what is our next job? What job do you want to see next? Doesn't matter if you think it can clear, if you don't think it can clear, whatever it is. We'll take the highest mention. Just type it out in chat and then we'll go with it. I can probably do like 2 or 3 more today. We'll add it to the list and everything. You can like get away with that even harder conundrum too. If no one says anything, I'll just pick it. Scholar for Tobin, okay. Sage, okay, we have 1 for Sage, 1 for Scholar. Should I vote for— yeah! I mean, yeah, for sure, I'll take anything. You know, even if it's self-serving, it's fine. I mean, we're going to get to all the jobs, so, you know, one way or another, we'll get to it. Reaper? You know, no one's mentioned Reaper. Up till now. Reaper would be interesting. So I have 1 for Scholar, 1 for Sage, 1 for Reaper at the moment. Either way, I'll take anything. Whatever it might think. It can be a job you think you'd do it, just I guess your favorite job or something. If you're interested in what jobs we have done, you can do ! project. That'll be showing you what jobs we've categorized at the moment. Two for Reaper. 3 for Reaper. Okay, looks like Reaper's winning. Alright, we'll do Reaper. Unless we have any objections to that. Monk is the most fascinating to me at the moment. Monk was actually interesting. But yeah, definitely you have determined the Fizz range are definitely out of question. Like, I think the Fizz range are just freaking screwed. Sad to say, but the Fizz range are not gonna cut this one. But the melees have been a lot better than I thought they would be. Hey, go down gently. Yeah, I mean, hopefully you're not having a problem. I know, like, Sheila and Pin were having issues, but I don't know if, like, you were having issues and then it resolved or something. I'm gonna wait for my No Mercy here. I actually need to be careful with my dot here. I don't want to use it, overuse it. Every Fizz range, but Machinist has failed. The Chosen One was yeah, you're right. Actually, you're right. Maybe Machinist does have some like magical method to survive. Alright, the last time I'm doing a dot. It's safe to say Gunbreaker is clear for this. I think no one can dispute that part. I think Monk is certainly the only one that's been, like possible. Like, it could definitely be a weird discussion with Monk. But, yeah, I would say Gunbreaker is clear to go. Full mitigate, I'm gonna survive, let's go. Oh, actually, I actually took way less damage than I thought, plus I healed. Alright. I would not look forward to trying Monk with 0 Ether. So Monk was interesting, and that's definitely one of the ones that, like, you want to check the VOD for. So how Monk had gone, one for Dragoon, okay, how Monk had gone, I got to 85, and we still got it down to 34%. So I'm like, you know what? This might be possible. So we went back in on Monk, and then we got Monk to, I think, 88? Yeah, we got it to 88. And we actually got it, I actually got it to 2% before I tapped out. But I was actually being careful not to legitimately kill it because I need to reset my armor like we're doing right now. But we got it to 2%. But it was a lot of kiting, a lot of just buying time for my cooldown to come back. So it's like, that's why I'm putting it right now as possible. Because I'm not going to say it's impossible. Where like Bard and Dancer and Ninja to me feel impossible no matter what you do. Even if you get to 90, you know, taking away Une, because we had Une here, taking away Une, so on and so forth, and just going in with 0 armor, no sustain. Monk was just very interesting, and I think maybe a better gamer could pull it off, maybe? But then on the flip side, someone who may not be as great as Monk may not be able to pull it off because it does ask a lot from you. Like, it asks a lot to make it happen. Bro. Wait for no, I'm good. Yeah, I respawned. We found our respawning games right here. Alright, so I'm not sure if you guys feel confident about Warrior. Definitely stay tuned. The results might surprise you. I don't know. Maybe. What a crappy spawn. It'll be a long fight, though. Not quite the same, but you can enable the party list while solo and see shields that way. I guess you can also manipulate the UI so you just put it where your HP bar is, but probably a lot of work. Bell Cleaver? I don't think I have that at this level, though, right? It's like a higher level thing. Is it hard to stay awake fighting this boss? Okay, so Haru, not gonna disagree with that comment, but that's one benefit of streaming. Because I can talk about nonsense and whatever, we can have a conversation, and then I blink and the boss is almost over. Whereas, like, if I was doing this on my own time, you know, not in front of other people, not doing it for, like, content, then you know, I would say, like, I would probably try to keep myself distracted, like, maybe have another stream up, just make sure that I occasionally look at the screen to make sure my HP is okay. But in terms of, like, my current situation as I'm sitting here, I have a little bit of an edge. A little bit of an edge and a little bit of a plus because we are live at the moment. And I get to have a 2-minute conversation answering your specific question. You know, like, there, 2 minutes gone. Look, it's already down to 65 because you just asked that question. You know, it's the plus side of this. Yeah, if I was on my own time, I would still say no, but I would be like doing something. I would be like, I would be watching another stream, I'd be doing something else on the side. Although I will definitely say, like a legit answer, if I was chasing a speed run trying to get this in under 30, I would be kind of pressured about making sure my damage was okay. And so that would, like, entertain me, that would keep me, like, you know, motivated. It's like, okay, let's just make sure we don't mess up our rotation. But yeah, under normal circumstances, I'd just be distracted. A tornado. Favorite sweet thing or baked thing if not sweet? Favorite sweet thing or baked thing? Hit the wrong button. You know, it's funny, D-Buns. I'm not so much of a dessert person. I'm very not picky with a lot of other foods, but with like sweets and desserts, I tend to just be a little bit more limited. And a lot of times when I eat out, I don't actually get to dessert because I eat a lot of the other foods. So, like, I think to answer that question though, I think my go-to, if I ever see, like, okay, this is how I would frame it. If I ever see it on the menu, I can't pass it up. And it would be fried Oreos, and it would be a molten lava cake with vanilla ice cream. Those would be the two that, if I see it on the menu, I'm getting it. Because it's just like, I can't pass. A lot of times I can pass a lot of other desserts, but that's two that I cannot. And getting more sashimi. Ooh, I am definitely team sashimi over team sushi. If I can, if it's offered. Anything mango? Give me mango and I will propose. I love the side of rice, maybe even half size. Oops. If sashimi wasn't so expensive, I'd get more. I'm like okay with like having like almost like a tapas style thing with it. Like I'm going into it knowing I'm not gonna eat that much of it, and I'm okay with that. Honestly, I've been trying to like be a little bit more chill on the amount of rice I intake, but you know, I'll have it once in a while. See, I like a basic like salmon sashimi, which is usually like, you know, a respectable price. And I'll just eat like a plate load of salmon sashimi. Like that's all I'll have. I'm fine with the other things. Like, you know, if you give it to me, I'm gonna eat it. But like, if I was to order myself, I would usually just get that. Or you do like a salmon don, or like an eel don. So you get the large pieces on rice, you know. Got some yellowtail? Yeah, yum. So per part of this challenge, guys, which will look weird, we are going to intentionally die sub 10%. Because basically the logic here is that if I get it to around 10%, we can just assume that we're good to go, right? And I do want to retain the no arm and armor part of this, so we will just literally just now die. I like eel a lot. Eel's extremely good. Oh, I'm gonna take all 4 by... Oh, I didn't die. Damn, Warrior's too strong, man. It's just too good. No, not a second time. Rip. Okay, cool. So Warrior's definitely a check. I think no dispute there. If anyone in chat thinks Paladin won't clear 1 to 10, let me know. We can certainly, you know, prove it to you, I guess. I'm sure Paladin will be okay, but you never know sometimes. Could be dumb like I was in Warrior, where I took like 4 vulnerability stacks because I wasn't really paying attention. Hey, who that? Sadie! Or what up, Sadie? Thanks for the raid, man. Appreciate that. Welcome, everybody. Angelina is here. Doing our little EO project at the moment. Trying to see what jobs can clear 1 to 10 in Eureka Orthos without any Aetherful, without any sustaining potions, no demi-clones. It's almost like you just unlock the concept. That's what we're trying to mimic right now. Hope you had a good time. Sadie, how was your stream? Guys, Sadie is one of the best controller, Deep Dungeon, and Final Fantasy XIV players you'll ever see. So if you're ever thinking about like, oh, I play a controller, you know, like, how can I be good at this game? Like, are there any good players? There's one of them. And he gets some of the highest scores in Deep Dungeon, and yeah, certainly controller doesn't hold him back, that's for sure. He's also doing a contest on his Twitter account for the Gacha mount, I believe. And if you want to check it on his Twitter, you should definitely check it out. So if you're looking for that mount, he's got you hooked up if you participate. Chill did want to put in white painted some roulette CP now. Nice. Okay, well I hope it looks like you had a good day. You gotta do what you gotta do, man. Self-care, everything. If you want to hang, I got you. Otherwise, you know, CP time. Thanks for bringing the crew over. Guys, if it's your first time here, I'm Andrew Demoness. Do a lot of Deep Dungeon solo. We actually are in like a little bit of a Deep Dungeon binge. I have so many projects that I'm working on. You've walked into one of them right now. So sit back, relax. Today's gonna be pretty chill because you're not gonna see anything past floor 1 to 10 today, as we try to knock out some jobs. But that is what we're doing today. I'm excited. My main paladin was thinking about doing paladin. Yeah, so personally speaking, Conid, from my experience on paladin, I will say that in Palace of the Dead it's a little rough. Because of the 6.3 update, it got a little tougher. However, the 6.3 update also made it a lot better in Heaven on High, and I really, honest to God, like enjoyed my time on Paladin and Eureka Orthos. Like I remember this actually took me 3 times to clear, but it wasn't a fault of the job at all. The first time I attempted Paladin, I was on Administrator, the floor 90 boss. And it was totally my fault, not chat's fault, totally my fault. Someone comes in for a resub, and I'm like, oh, thank you for the resub, you know, blah blah blah. But I was running this assumption that Administrator was going to do a donut, but instead it did cross laser, and I just basically took a double cross laser to the face and died. And then I tried to see if I can get through in like 2.5 minutes with Onion Knight, but we didn't clear it, so I wiped on 90. And then I ran it back again, and I disconnected on 72, so I had to do it a 3rd time. And I remember thinking to myself, like, wow, I actually don't mind I have to do Paladin again, because I had so much fun. So that was my Paladin experience in Eureka Orthos. 3 attempts, didn't care, I did it 3 times. Sounds like chat's fault. No, man! Yo, Lily, thank you for the follow-up, man. Yeah, I don't know why I was just making this, like, big assumption that it was going to be Donut. I just didn't look at the screen. Always chat's fault? What's up, Blackie? No, not in this stream. Not in this stream. I respect chat. Unlike every other channel, I respect chat. I'm kidding. I'm sure there are channels out there that respect chat, right? Maybe? Possibly. Ihachi. Oh, wait, where am I gonna be? Here? Oh. You know what? I got that flipped. For some reason, I'm like, wait, I saw a 1 in the middle. I could have sworn the middle goes off first. Alright, so... Well, I'll say it after we kill this. Say it after we kill this. Can't believe chat did that to me. Yeah, man, brutal. The self-sustain on Paladin is just so good. Bum, 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 bum. Whoops, not this way. Not this way! Alright, so I think all the tanks were perfectly fine through this challenge. I don't think a single tank gave me a problem. I think some people were slightly worried with Dark Knight, but Dark Knight was like... not even TBN. Which is the thing that pisses me off in Dark Knight, in this content. Like, I really like the idea of TBN, but there was just no use for it in Eureka Orthos. Love didn't have it on high. Alright, we'll definitely say Paladin's good to go. Ow! Seems I've misplaced my keyboard. I don't know what happened. Alright, so we'll add Paladin to... Can we die already? Goodness. We'll add Paladin to... Oh, I re-raised, that's right. I have to die again. Let me add Paladin to the thingy. So Paladin is a go. Project. Alright, so we have these jobs left for you guys to check out. So let me know what you want to see next coming up after this. Can we die already? How long does it take for me to die in Paladin? Goodness. Alright, finally. That's true. I mean, in this case, since I know I should be clearing this, it would have been nice to kind of finish it faster, but basically our goal here is just to get to 1% and then we're good. Oh. Venison just blocks it. There, okay. And that'd be nice. Give me a 30-second shield for the DPS. We can make a lot of things work. I think here's Zant Eldrick. Okay. I'm not familiar with that name, but gotcha. Oh, my shield lines up with the burst. 30 seconds every time they do the burst? Yikes. I mean, it just takes a long time to do it on White Mage, but... yeah, really not concerned about this fight at all. Maybe the optimistic feeling of this challenge isn't so much of like, oh, well, you can only do it on these amount of jobs. Maybe you look at it as like, okay, out of the 21 jobs available, you can do it on like 12 of them. Maybe that's the takeaway. It just feels bad, like, you know, what if you have a gamer who is like a main ninja, never leveled a single other job at all? What do you tell them, man? They want to do Eureka Orthos solo? They haven't unlocked it yet, and they can't get Qs? What do you tell them, you know? That's what I'm thinking. Just level Warrior Forehead. I mean, I guess what would be nice is if maybe, like, Viper and Picto can pull it off, but man, I don't think they could pull it off, you know? Like, I think that's asking a lot, because that would be great, because it's just like, oh, well, unlock those jobs, just get one level on them, and then take those in. That would be the solution. Go find a friend. Yeah, talk to people. It's like... man, dude, I remember that growing up. when like I would go to like social events when I was a kid, or like family social events, my parents are like, "Hey, talk to this person," and in my brain I'm like rolling my eyes in my head. I'm like, really? Look, I know they're family and stuff, but bro, like you're asking me to do the one thing I dislike the most: talk to people. That's how I would feel. That's how I would think the person would feel, right? And they're like 20 years old and you don't have anything in common. Dude, it's very rare for me to find someone having a lot of things in common with me, you know? I think I have very interesting interests, and I would say 99% of my family don't share said interests, so... And it's fine, it's not a big deal, it's just, you know... I don't also reciprocate their interests, so it's kind of a dead conversation, if you will. Safe to say White Mage can clear this, yeah? Everyone thinks that's gonna happen? Any doubts? Maybe if I don't move, there'll be a doubt. If I just, like, stay in one place and just turret. I can talk to friends all day because I have things to talk about. Family, I have nothing. Get tired of trying to come up with stuff really quick. Yeah, I mean, there's occasional times where I'll get invested in a conversation if it gets started up, you know? Half the time I'm probably making up shit, but at least it sounds like I'm keeping a conversation. But yeah, it's like really hard for me to really hold a long conversation. Like, I have this one family member who knows that I play video games, and they keep insisting that I should go into game development because it makes a lot of money. And I'm like, in my brain, I'm like, this is like a really long discussion about how that isn't that easy, but I'll just, you know, if it makes you happy to tell me these things, you know, maybe upsets you that I'm not making millions and millions of dollars creating a game, you know what, it's fine. You know, at least we have a bonding moment at that one time of our lives, you know? It's like, in my brain, I'm like, this is gonna be a 1 hour discussion about how this doesn't work, but I don't want to get into it, so just be like, yeah, you know, I'll take it into consideration, I really appreciate it. I'll just make the next Undertale or something, you know, the next Stardew Valley. I mean, how hard could that possibly be? Can't be that hard. For me, it's not that I can't hold a conversation with family. It's just exhausting. Yeah. That's like very introvert vibes, and I relate to that 100%. Random question, but do you have any advice on how to handle mimics in EO on the higher levels on Pigdo? Steel, witching, steel, a lot of kiting. That's how I handled it. That's basically how I kind of dealt with them. It's like a bit of kiting. I didn't really use steel anywhere else, by the way. So, like, I just kind of was whatever. So, I just ended up like, if I got a Mimic, I just ended up stealing for the Mimic. Alright, so I think we've proven enough that this thing can do it, so let's just die intentionally. Bye! Ow! How much HP do I have? 27! Oh, wow, I honestly didn't think that was gonna be one-shot. Interesting. I mean, it's supposed to hurt, but I just didn't think it would just, like, clean me out. And that was with steel, I think, too. Yo, what up, Queen? How you doing? Ow! Aw, duty fail. But White Mage can pull it off, so I think that's not... Oops, too early. That's not a concern at all. Especially with the Pox on, we added a further challenge, you know? Like, even more of a handicap. Bum, ba, dum, bum, bum. At least we have neutral stacks. Yeah, if I even get to the button. If I even need the button. Already at 4%, I can't believe it. Holy moly. We are moving at blazing speeds. Oops. My bad. See you in 7 minutes. Cheers, man. You can probably eat a whole meal by the time I finish up here. Actually, probably more, unless you are calculating for the box that I have on. I keep forgetting my freaking dot again. May as well use Lightspeed. I had 2 stacks of them. Look at this kiting. Oh my gosh, the kiting. No wonder I'm not taking damage. It must be the kiting. You know, the cards really help me. Having the old cards help me remember the dot. So that might be a little bit of a adjustment I need to make now. I don't have that. I'll do that. Oh, I have the star coming up, right. No. The damage boost and then the dot, right. Is my pox gonna wear off first, or is my... Am I gonna kill the boss? Ow. Again, since it's at 2, I may as well use it. If you keep stacking bones, you... Oh, crap, I'll keep that in mind. We're halfway there! It looks like we're doing better than Ninja and Bard already. That's promising for this... Oh wait, I'm a little close. Already promising for this job. I don't have a raising on though. We're gonna do Warrior next, by the way. Here's a request from Hugo, because Hugo is looking to do Warrior themselves, so we'll do Warrior next. And then after that it'll be a chat pick job on what's next. Kind of getting used to the cards in some extent, I feel like, maybe, possibly. I think you can't die with a healer attack. I mean, I can die with a healer attack. if you want to see me die, I can show you. But no, I mean that's fair. Like you should have enough. I think people were certainly concerned about Dark Knight, but Dark Knight was like clean. It's fine with Dark Knight. The other jobs will have enough sustaining, you know. Warrior will be certainly in a good spot, that's for sure. Hell yeah. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, wrong button. Alright, 30%, we're almost there. Getting through this fight. Very difficult and grueling fight. Can I show you dying? No, I'm gonna die. I'll just AFK if I want to die, but... Nope. Buttons. That's true, I will die intentionally really soon. I have to. Otherwise I mess up this whole project. Where are my heals at? I can do like one more dot, I guess. Alright, safe to say Astro is in the clear for those Astro mains and Astro fans. Would say you can easily get through 1 to 10 no problem. Even the time was actually pretty good, honestly. We went to less armor. And that's not a dispute. Not that it would have been a dispute, but hey, yo. For the sake of demonstration. Yo, look at that damage. My seal wore off. Uh-oh. My pox is wearing off. Alright, we're good here. That's enough. 7.5%. We're good. Ow! Oh, he died. Okay, so Astro is good. We'll add it to the list of jobs that's good to go. Alright, Sage 1 to 10. 10 boss. Free up the strength and steel. Let's do it. Means this time I don't have Pox on like I did on Astro. I'm quitting the game. Just lost the mount. Oh no! Oh my god. That sounds horribly brutal. I'm sorry, Wallen. That sucks. What the hell, man? That's like me. I couldn't possibly lose, and then you just lose. I think I finally got my Heaven's Word Alley Raid pet. Now I just need to do Math Boss minion. Nice. Oh, I'm dying? Wait, why did I get hit with that? What the hell? I thought I was out of that. Okay, now I have to actually care. Actually pay attention now. What the hell? What the hell happened? I probably wasn't looking at my screen. That's what happened. If you wanted to just handicap the run, it's fine. I'm gonna shield for this. No, it's never chat's fault. It's always my fault. It's fine, I'm not cat films in the week anyway. You always gotta take the positive, man. Always gotta look at the positive. Alright, like halfway there. Ew. Alright, halfway there. Well, halfway-ish, because we're gonna die intentionally, so... Hold on, I was drinking water. Here, cardia. Look at that cardia weave. %. Alright, let's not mess up this one. I don't know why I messed it up last time. We get like 0.6 per GCD. It is like 0.6 per GCD. Aw, man. Sage definitely comfy. Funny enough, I felt Astra was actually comfier. Funny. I don't know about faster. I think Sage would be a little bit more powerful. But again, you know, that's just my run. I mean, and comparing it to kind of new Astra and everything, Sage still brings the power for sure. I definitely still think this is my favorite healer of the four. But I'm a little biased because of the sound effects more than anything. I mean, it plays very nice too, but I really do like the sound effects of Sage. Definitely safe to say Sage should be able to clear this. 1 to 10, no 8 to full, no regen potion. Again, we're just running through the paces and just getting the video log of it, of all 21. Should be no surprise to anyone, but there you go. That's Sage. I'm gonna die intentionally here. Okay, so now we got one more job for the night. I'm hoping I also don't get any server issues, because it's around this time that I apparently had been getting server issues, but give me a job. What job would you guys want to see for the last one? Alright, I know Scholar's like really iffy, so we'll see. We'll try our best here. Forgot the Strength and Steel. Oops. Like, there's a real big chance we don't pull this off, but you never know sometimes, right? Just gotta play to win the game. It didn't even tickle. Okay, so now after this class, we have 2 more left from listing. Machinist Pictomancer. Now, Machinist, I will try to push to 88, because that might give us an interesting answer to Bard and Dancer, if there's a possibility. But I would definitely say if we don't pull Machinist at 88, then I don't have a lot of faith in Bard and Dancer after that. Pictomancer probably just dies. Like, as bad as Black Mage does. But I am willing to entertain the idea of an 88, Dragoon and maybe Ninja. But I'm kind of iffy on the Ninja, but I think Dragoon might pull it off at 88. If Viper pulled it off at 89, I think Dragoon can pull it off at 88. That's what I'm thinking right now. I too would close Mimics. Okay. Look, we gotta balance the thingy, you know. I've said Dragoon enough times. Like Beetlejuice, I just summoned Magnus. What's up, man? So we had an interesting thing here, Magnus. I did Dragoon initially. We got it to 86, and I died, and I deemed it a failure, 1 to 10. But then we just took it Viper. We failed at 86, but then we took it to 89, and we succeeded on Viper. So now it's like, well, wait a minute. Maybe we can actually pull it off on Dragoon, because Dragoon theoretically should be better off than Viper, so now I have to reconsider it. Unstuffed peppers. Okay, that sounds pretty good. Upgraded shield at 88. Wait, what's the upgraded shield at 88? I forgot what the shield was for thing. Is it a reduced timer? Or is it more, or is it the AOE thing? You get 2 shields? Wait, really? Oh, Summoner. Oh, did I say Summoner? Sorry. Pictomancer. No. Oh, Astrogar said Summoner. We're talking Pictomancer. Summoner didn't need the shielding, by the way. Summoner was fine at 86, surprisingly, but it was more because of Phoenix than the shielding. So that's actually good to go. Pictomancer... Let me take a look when we get there. It's just a... Yeah, it's the AoE shield, right? So you don't really need 88 on Picto? Yeah, okay, that's what I figured, okay. Reduced... Wait, reduced... Is it a reduced timer? That would matter if it's a reduced timer. I'll take a look when we get there. Yeah, I know when you break it, it's supposed to be a minute. Well, it brings it down. It's a 2-minute recast normally. You break the shield now, it's a 1-minute recast. Well, I guess it cuts away 60 seconds, so theoretically it doesn't bring it to 60-second cooldown. It just cuts 1 minute off it. I'll take a look when we do it. Okay, I'm thinking Scholar may have a chance at this. It's looking pretty positive. My MP is still at 10,000, so I'm not sure, but... He missed the speedrun though, that's what he said. Okay, gotcha. I'll take a look at it regardless. And not bad damage. Okay, we're good on Scholar. Time to take the death. Get a healing from Mog of Ages at higher levels. I don't think it's 100. Stop healing me! Okay, thank you. Rip Scholar. 77 or 78 kills.